Every day, 10,000 men and women retire from the workforce here in the U.S. And most of them have worked hard to save for retirement. But will they save enough to be able to live comfortably for the rest of their lives? Joining us now with some solid advice is Jean Chatzky, money expert and award-winning personal finance journalist. Hello, Jean. Good morning.
Hey, JJ. Good morning.
Hey, listen, Americans are living longer, which is great. But the question is, are we effectively planning for our retirement?
Unfortunately, a lot of us aren't, and we've got some new research this morning from the Alliance for Lifetime Income that says only about a quarter of people are feeling confident that they will be able to retire comfortably, and that is not enough.
Wow, and it's interesting because you said, they feel like they're ready to retire, but sometimes it's hard to know just how much money you'll need. What are the myths surrounding planning for retirement as you see them?
Well, a big myth is that Social Security will be enough. We know for most people it absolutely won't. But equally important is the fact that planning for retirement is really two different challenges. It's saving enough, but then it's taking all that money that you saved and making it last as long as you do. And although a lot of people are doing the first half of that, very few are doing the second half, and it's equally important.
Interesting. Okay, so making sure that you're then divvying it up so that you're spending it in a way that it'll last longer. It sounds a bit complicated, and yet I know you're someone who is a big proponent of asking questions of the experts.
Well, that's absolutely right. It sounds complicated, and you need to do it in a way that you're essentially guaranteeing your lifestyle. I mean, we insure our homes, we insure our cars. We need to get into the habit of insuring our lifestyles. And so one way to do this is with something called an annuity, which is a form of insurance, and it takes a chunk of the money that you've saved for retirement and essentially converts it into a paycheck that can last as long as you do. And there are a lot of different types of annuities. There are a lot of different variations, but you can start just by getting an education at a site put up by a not-for-profit called retireyourrisk.org.
Terrific. No, that's a great resource. And you're full of so many great resources, Jean, so this is exciting. When is a good time to start investing in an annuity?
This is something that you can do while you're saving for retirement. It's something that you can do as you transition to retirement. But because everybody's financial lives are different, it's a great idea to have a conversation with a financial advisor who can help you figure out what's the right way to approach this for you.
Wow, this is terrific. I mentioned I enjoy listening to your podcast, Her Money, on iTunes. Your podcast,
Thank you.
It's really a tremendous resource. You pull in, you ask great questions, but you pull in a lot of experts, and you're kind of gearing it towards helping women. I think, women these days, whether you're the breadwinner or you're a caretaker, you really need to pay attention to your money. Have you learned a lot by doing this podcast?
I have learned so much, and we're having such a good time doing it because, as you mentioned earlier, we do bring in a lot of great guests, and we try to talk about life from the perspective of using your money to create and live the life that you want. And so I hope that people will go to iTunes and subscribe because I think, like you do, that it's a good resource, just like retireyourrisk.org is a good resource for people as well.
Absolutely. Thank you for the resources this morning. Lovely to talk to you.
You too, JJ. Thanks.
Again, for more great money-saving retirement tips, visit retireyourrisk.org. The Alliance for Lifetime Income is a proud sponsor of the Las Vegas Morning Blend.